So, as we said about the setup, first if I zoom on the grip,
Yeah.
that's kind of your old grip. There's your new grip. We can see the logo on your glove, or the Velcro on your glove.
Yeah.
Your thumb now is kind of more on top of the grip, whereas this is
So
what
did I do that today?
That was your first few shots, yes.
Oh, right,
that was,
okay.
I think, shot 1, shot 2, and maybe 1 or 2 crept in. And it
Because-
will do every now and then.
Because I was concentrating really
Exactly.
well yesterday on where
Get that
does my
over.
hands...
What you will find, though, very often on shorter shots, we often get closer to the ball, and if it's hard to see from face on, but just based on how your sort of posture, you look more over the ball on that one there, because your head's down a bit more and you're over a slightly more tilt, so it sits more in the fingers, and that's what's going to help your hands get in a better position, and therefore swing the club. The main issue, as we said, was with the club going back. I mean, that would be long enough, but that's creating 70 yards, 60 yards of power, and you're trying to go 20. So therefore, you have to try and take the power off, and if you just watch the swing coming down, you just stab into it because you're just scared of hitting the ball too far. So all the way back there, just dip and stop, and then you're trying to bring the arm into the body. And you actually struck it pretty good, but it's just way too much power, and the ball's off the other side of the green. So the only way you could get that ball close is either a really big miss hit to take power off, or you really, really, really slow it down, which is never going to be a way to throw it, get the ball successfully. Okay, so this one on the right hand side with a better grip. As you go back, that's more than enough, you see. That's enough power for 20, 30 yards, okay? Come back down, lovely strike of the ball, just a sort of swing through, just a much more sort of smoother back and through transition with the arms and wrists, sort of swinging through. No lift, no hit, no drop, no dip, just back and through with the shoulder. The other movement's coming from the sort of shoulders and the torso, just going ding, 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 almost like office stress balls, whereas this was like all the way back there and then ding, ding, and stop. What you'll notice on this one, the sort of back swing is kind of here, and your through swing is kind of similar-ish, okay, you're a little bit short, but similar in terms of the length, where the backswing on that one there is up here. In theory, your through swing should be mirroring the side. Well, if you did that, it would just go 70 yards beyond the road nearly. So making sure you get a consistent strike will come mainly from where you hold the club in your hands and that posture. If you ever get that feeling on the golf course, I'm not finding the ground, just get your setup a little bit more tilted over, okay? If you're too upright or too close to the ball, and therefore your spine angles up this way, reaching the ground is tough. The nearer your shoulders are to the ground, the easier to hit the ground. Because your arms will hang down a lot more naturally, and they'll be less sort of like I'm trying to reach for it.
Because I learnt a very painful lesson yesterday. I learnt that if you go to strike the ball and you miss it...
Yes, that costs you 1 shot.
I know.
Did they charge you for shots there on the did they? Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah,
okay. It's rules of golf, and I suppose
at the end of the day, they were not soft on me.
No,
they were
but
not lenient to me.
Exactly.
Just
fair.
Yeah, exactly, and fair. Exactly. And do you know what? And that's completely fine. And I completely missed a shot. And Jan said, "Did you miss that then, or was that a practice?" And I said, "No, I missed it. I went straight over the top." She said, "That's 1 shot."
Yeah. But what that will then make you do is, rather than just try and whack it as far as you can, you'll make sure you get a contact on the ball, you see. It actually makes you swing the club better in some ways.
And because once I'd thrown that shot away, right, it was like, right, okay, if I can't find the ground, I need to stop, right, and then reposition. There's
Gather
no
your
point
thoughts,
in
step back
thinking,
and
oh
start
well,
again.
I'll just give it a go.
Because chances are, if you've missed the ball in the first swing,
I'm going to miss it.
Exactly. You're setting up to miss the ball probably. So your spine angle is probably too high, you're too upright, you're just trying to reach for the ground. So get your spine angle over that ball a bit more. It will help the hands hit the fingers. Once you've got, and that's for all shots, that sort of setup tilt, you can then work on length of back. So if you went to here, it would go 10 yards, 15, 20. The longer you go back, the further the ball goes. But then you can always accelerate from that length of backswing, rather than a sort of, well, from there, as you can see, you've got to try and start slowing down, and there's a bit of a drop and a dip, so your head saying sort of height there, dropping down, and then your arms have to bend as a result, all comes stabbing your body. You timed it okay, but it's 3 wrongs making a right. When it makes a right, happy days, you play a lovely shot. When it doesn't, it's either ball stopping here or whizzing across the green the other side, or a variation of one or the other. So, okay, make sense?
Yep.
Excellente.